Coming up on Artist on Record in this clip is my conversation with drummer James Kottak. He's going to talk about his time playing with the Scorpions. Stars, classic rock and roll
Yeah,
stuff that we grew up with, great music. I mean, they've been around a long time, the Scorpions. Like,
I think it's 50 years since Rudolph started the band, like next year or something like that.
yeah,
And they've been
very cool.
doing it, man. And don't forget Uli John Roth was there
Yeah.
for all the big albums before the what's that? The big Sting in the Tail, or not Sting
Yeah.
in the Tail. That's
Was it,
the
which
one.
one? I might be thinking one with the forks on the
Yeah, Blackout, and then
blackout.
came the one with the "No One Like You" and all those songs.
What a great song, man.
And what was killer is yeah, I was back, in my early club days in the early '80s and mid up to through mid '80s. I was playing in all these bars, and my bands, we all played "Rocky Like a Hurricane," "No One Like You," blah blah blah, and all those songs. And then when I flew
Totally.
over, they go, "Well, would you?" Manager calls and says, "Hey, would you be interested in coming over and having a play with the boys?" I'm like, going, "Sure." So I go in. These are songs I've already been playing for years. Uh,
Totally. I mean, that music was great. I might have lost my virginity to No One Like You. I don't even know. I mean, it's great. He has a great picture of you right there with everybody right here.
ah, who knows where that was, but
It looks, I don't know if are you doing, is it, is
oh
it
no, no,
Guitar
that
Center?
was
Is that
at the
Guitar Center?
yeah, Guitar Center Rock Walk of Fame, and ironically, look at the background, it's Mickey D.
Hold on. Oh,
It's
yeah.
right behind my head is Mickey.
Oh, and behind Mickey is Carmine Appice, right?
Yeah, and then also Lemmy was there, and Lemmy did the actual induction, which was
How
totally cool.
funny. So, okay, in the picture, can you tell everybody who's in the picture now so they know, the
Looking
people
at the
watching?
photo from left to right, that's Pavel, our bass player, Pavel
Uh,
Masivoda, of course,
uh-huh.
Rudolf Schenker, then Klaus Meine, Matthias Yabs. It's not Jabs, Yabs,
Yabs.
and then yours truly.
And
Yeah,
then
that was a wonderful day. And of course, um, when we went to do the pretend, we did put our hands in there, and then um, and they had made a big one up, and of course they spelled my name wrong.
oh, did they really? Oh, that's
Yeah, with a
fun.
C, and they're like, "Oh, we'll fix it. We'll fix it." I was down there probably I don't know how many years ago, and I just happened to be going in Guitar Center for something, and
Wow.
look, they never fixed it.
With the guys in Scorpions, you guys all in good,
Oh yeah, yeah,
talks and
we're
all
good.
that. Good.
Yeah, we're totally friends. We talk via email here and there. I went to see him play in Los Angeles. Um, I want to say maybe about 3 years ago. It was the first time coming through with Mickey, and
Yeah.
plus I'm friends with all the road crew guys. I was super tight with those guys, and went down and seen them, and they were great. And visited with Klaus and the guys, and we said hello. And I talked to Rudolph just a couple weeks ago online about something, and you know,
Great
I
guitar
never had
player.
any harsh feelings or anything about it. It just kind of I was there for 21 years, and
Were you there for 21 years? Wow.
yes, in my calculations, that's like 150 in rock and roll. A lot of water under the bridge, and um, our manager passed away about 4 years ago. 4 years before I got out of the band, or 5 years ago, and then just a few months later, our tour manager passed away, and and then from then on, there was they they never got a real manager. The lawyer guy came on kind of like manager, and it was just kind of not the same. And I never said a word, but
Yeah.
it just ran its course, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so how did you end up getting the gig with him? What happened with the original drummer, Herman? What happened with him?
He was uh, leaving the band to start a record label, of course, which everybody was doing in the
Oh,
early '90s. And the like I said, the manager just called me one day. The phone rang out of the blue. He goes, "Hey, this is Stuart manager, Stuart manager, Stuart, the manager for Scorpions, and the guys were wondering if you'd be interested in coming over and having a play." I'm like, going,
yeah.
"Huh, of course, And I go, can you answer me this? Why would they call me? They go, well, for one, you're a really good drummer, but they remembered you were a really nice guy. That made me just melted me. And I was like, oh, well, see, nice guys don't always finish last.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
my days like everybody else, but that was like really cool.
That is cool. You remember
Yeah.
how about your first I don't know even know if it's an audition, but the first time you jammed with them actually in the room. Do you remember that?
You know, went in there and, the road crew guys are hanging around and here's Rudolph and I'm like, hey, good to see you, blah, blah, blah. And, it's like Rocky Like a Hurricane. And then
Was
no
that
one
the
else.
first song? Was that the first song you played
Yeah.
with them?
Yeah. And Big City Nights was one of the top ones we played. And I knew all those songs really well anyway, but I'd been brushing up and air drumming and, so
So
it was really interesting.
so hold on. So the kid from Kentucky playing with your friends. Let's just for 1 second playing them at the bar, the local bar, right? With
Uh,
the people in there. From now, you're in the room with the guys. Did
uh,
that? Did it?
surreal,
Right? It's like I was
surreal.
just I was just playing these songs with a Budweiser light right over somebody's head and a pool table, and now I'm
Yeah.
in this room. That's
Yes.
wow.
Like I, I find it surreal more often than you think, and it's just pretty trippy, man.
Oh, it's
And
so cool.
they made me
Like
feel right at home, and it just I stayed there for a while, and we played a lot more, and then worked on a couple new songs, and hey, we're doing this tour starting in May. Would you be interested? And I was like, let me check my schedule. Of course.
yeah, very
So
cool. Look,
we started.
just
And
look at
then,
this. Debbie says James is so amazing. Thank you, Debbie. It's very sweet
oh.
of you. Very good.
So,
Steve is
Debbie, the money cash is in the mail.
yeah, yeah. Steve says
Mhm.
learned a lot tonight. Mitch Weissman, right there, thumbs up.
There you
Thank you,
go.
Mitch, very much. Very cool.
Well,
Great
thank
people
you.
here in the chat
Thanks for
over here.
listening.
Yeah, great. Xandra over here. She's first Scorpions album I ever bought was Worldwide Live. Loved them ever
Yeah.
since. Yeah.
Wow.
Virgin
Good
Killer, great
album.
record too.
Yeah.
So what would now give me while we're still doing our countdown here, give me your top five. Can you do it offhand? Scorpion songs that you love.
Off
Throw
the
it
top of my
randomly.
head.
Yeah, five of your
Oh,
favorite Scorpion songs.
um, well, obviously, Rocket Like a Hurricane. No One Like You. I'm Leaving You is my number one top favorite song from Scorpions. I love that song. I used to bug them all the time. Come on, let's do I'm Leaving You. That and um, dang it. I don't want to say obviously No One Like You and those guys. I'm trying to think of something. Well, Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. I said that, but God, there's so many. This is really
They
tough.
they got a lot of hits.
Oh my God, and even the stuff that aren't the hits. There's so many great songs. We had a song on the on the orchestra album, which is Hurricane 2000. We did with the Berlin Philharmonic. There's a song on there. It's a big ass sappy love song called "Here in My Heart," and I remembered it because Diane Warren, the Oscars were last Sunday, and I don't watch those shows much, but Diane Warren was going to be on, and because she wrote it, she was nominated for a song on there, and she wrote "Here in My Heart," which we put on that album. It's just a beautiful, beautiful love song. I love that song, and I forgot about it. That's one of the problems is you do so many albums and do so many years, you forget about this and that. I should have looked up some stuff before I came on
No,
here with you.
this is cool. You'll come back again. I'll have you back again. I love
I'd
having you,
love to,
Jay.
man.
This is great. You know what? Klaus has one of those vocals that makes a love song so. He has a beautiful tone to it when he's doing a ballad. He
Oh
really
my God,
does.
yeah. He could sing, super loud and super quiet and whisper and everything in between. And that's what makes a great singer a great singer. I mean, I could sing one way, and that's loud on 10, and that's it. And it's usually going to sound like this. However, I was thrilled to death over all the years I was playing live. I did virtually all the background harmonies. And I'm like, many times just going, I'm singing with Klaus. I'm singing with Klaus.
You would
I'm
do the
singing with Klaus.
wow, wow. So in the studio doing the harmonies, when you guys would rehearse, would he be like? Is he like that type of guy in the studio? You're flat. You're too high. Is he like
No,
his?
he let the producer do the job, but when it was just us, again, a lot of the stuff got done. He would come over, sing, hang out for a bit, and like most singers, he would split because they're sitting there messing around with their guitars, and he only has so much patience.
Yeah.
But no, I don't remember him once ever correcting me when I was doing some of my vocals, because he still did the majority of them. But then we would add my vocal too, because they didn't really care for uh, a lot of bands where the vocalist did all the background harmonies too. Although they did it a lot,
Yeah.
they weren't fond of it. And so we did, and Rudolph sang on a lot of stuff too. And then we all did gang vocals. We all be out.
Do the games. Great. Oh man, great man. What a great gig. What great stories you have. And I know there's so many more. What's your fondest memory of being with the Scorpions? What's the one memory you have of playing with them? Is there one
Oh,
that
Jesus.
sticks out?
We actually headlined this was in Poland. I'm not sure the city. I want to say Krakow. That's where our bass player's from. And we went to play this show, and they go, there's going to be like 120,000 people there. We're like, oh yeah, right, yeah, because it was out at a big airfield. We're like, oh yeah, sure. So we got there, and it was pretty much getting dark already. And we went there. We did our pre-show stuff, whatever. We went out and played, and then you're just playing. You can't, you can only see so far, but it was set up like a big like a festival. And so then we get back to the hotel. Oh no, the next day they go, hey, you know what? You know how many people were there? We're like 100,000. They go, no, there's 650,000 people there. And we're like, oh, what? And we freaked out. And so that was to see the Scorpions. Nobody else played that day. And 650,000 people at one show. That always blew me away. That was crazy. We played so many wonderful things and did so many things. I mean, we played all over Russia and everywhere in between. And Russia's massive. There's 11 time zones in Russia. We got 4 or 5 here, and we went all the way from St. Petersburg over to Vladivostok, which is right next to Japan, and everywhere in between, and multiple times. So I mean, there's so many highlights. We did tons of TV and things that you wouldn't think a regular hard rock band would do, but we did everything.
Did
I remember.
everything.
Yeah, I remember doing the one TV or award show or one of those, and it was really cool because we got to hang in the audience, and we were getting the Lifetime Achievement Award or whatever it was, and it was a really, really cool show. And Katy Perry came out and played. I've never heard of Katy Perry. Who's she? She got up there and played with acoustic, and then she exploded. And it's A to Z, everything in between you could think of. I'm really grateful and thankful I was able to do it. Gosh,
It's great.
And
Now it's great.
a little footnote here. One of the other reasons how I got in Scorpions, I did an album with Michael Schenker. I did the third McAuley Schenker album with Ron McAuley, Michael Schenker, and Jeff Pilson was on bass. He's one of my all-time bass players. And we did an album, and they knew about that. And Michael's great, man. That was killer. We did the whole thing from pre-production, all in, recording. Everything was done in like 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's incredible.
And
Jeff,
Michael, it was great. You'd never see him around. He just walk into the studio, sit down, start playing. It was like, wow, he's great. I'm proud of that album too, man.
you can catch all episodes in our members only club, unedited. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and click on the icon you see that pops up on your screen for our next episode. Who loves you, baby? We do. Thank you for watching.